Welcome back to another episode of JustOneFern. Back to virtual, Lucas. Very sad, but also kind of comfortable. Like this is
weirdly comfortable.
Yeah, like we're so used to this spot right here that I like feel like I flow better. Like I would rather be in the studio every single time. But I think that this is just I'm so comfy here because we've been doing it like this for almost a year. And it's crazy. We got to think of something cool to do for our 1 year too.
Oh my God, when is that?
It's in December.
Shit, yeah, we have to do something. Maybe we do another live thing, but I don't know.
Yeah,
we should talk about that. But you're right. In person is definitely better. Like when you listen back, you can be like, oh, yeah, that's like quicker and like whatever. But I felt uncomfortable with like
for sure
doing it.
Yeah,
I was like, when do I step in? Like, how do I enjoy the flow of the conversation? Whereas like right now, like I'm so comfortable.
Yeah, no, I felt the exact same way. And I mean, we got around to it. Like it was just the first few minutes were a little awkward because we were like, oh, like they can see all of my body. Like I'm here and they can like see everything I'm thinking. Like everything that's in front of me, you can see. Like it was definitely a big change of pace for us. But I liked it. I really did enjoy it. So
no, I would prefer to do it. However, I like being able to cheat. I have my phone on a stand in front of me, just below the screen.
Yeah.
And
no, I have everything like ready to go. And it's also great because like I can control our sound right here. Like I have, I have my notes for the episode. I got everything right here ready to go. It is nice. But yeah, I would like to do more in-person stuff. But yeah, this week for me, I mean, you left on Sunday. It's Thursday now. I have done nothing.
Well, hey, can we a shout out to you, by the way, for getting up at 4 a.m. and driving me to the airport.
It was fun.
That was I really appreciated that.
It was a good time. It's not bad because like I don't have to go on the highway or anything. Like it's only 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah, it was a short drive.
I was definitely asleep while driving though. Like I wasn't awake. So I'm not sure how we got there. Your mom's calling you. Hi, Mom.
All right, ready? I'm going to put her on speaker.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, Mom, you're on speaker on the JustOneFern podcast.
Okay, then I won't go. I love you.
Oh, oh man.
That's what Lucas does to our listeners at the end of the show.
What are your plans for tomorrow?
My plans for tomorrow?
Yes.
It's Friday, right?
Yes, sir.
He's getting a full body massage.
Sounds like you have plans for me.
Yeah, in the afternoon, like maybe 2 or 3 o'clock.
I don't know. Why?
Well, first of all, Terry said he can look at your car tomorrow.
Nice.
Okay.
Get that car fixed.
He's got puppies that need their dew claws done, so I figured we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So you're amputating dog's feet. No, he's not doing anything.
Oh, Dad's there too.
You're cutting. Yeah, Dad's there too. You're cutting the dog?
No, yeah, they're dew claws. Take them their toe up. You want to put them in a jar? You can save them.
Oh, God.
Lucas will be putting his dog's toe clippings in a jar and saving them.
Yeah, can we put it in like a jar of like some viscous liquid and like make it all dusty?
Ooh, pickled nails. Pickled nails.
We'll pickle them. I like it.
That's a good idea.
Sounds like okay. I'll bring my pliers or something. Sounds like a plan.
Lucas is becoming a veterinarian.
All right.
He's becoming a veterinarian.
All right, everybody. That was my mom and my dad.
It was amazing. I thought it was that's perfect segment. I think we should just have like anytime we get a call, we make sure that it's on speaker and they just say whatever.
I'm just gonna do that. Yeah,
I liked it a lot. But yeah, I have done absolutely nothing this week, Lucas. Absolutely nothing, and it's been amazing. I mean, I've worked.
Well, we did so much last week. So
I worked, and that's been exhausting. But I was like, today's Thursday. Like Monday night, I was like not doing anything. Tuesday night, it stormed here, and I was like not doing anything. And last night I was like, oh my God, a third night of not doing anything? This is amazing. Like, this is fantastic. I don't have to do shit right now.
You got yourself too excited.
Yeah, which is honestly the best. I can't stop thinking about pickling a dog's toenails. That's just,
dude. It's
that's
her thumbs. That's what they're talking about. So normally they clip them on most dogs. They'll clip off the thumbnail, which is like, by the way, all the way up here.
Yeah,
on their arm.
Yeah.
They didn't do that to my dog, so I don't know why they're doing it now. I think it's like it must be a Jewish thing. Like she had her bat mitzvah, and you know, they're gonna cut off a piece of her body.
Yeah. Okay. Ew,
she's Jewish. She's
Your dog is Jewish.
She wears a little yarmulke. It says it's pink. My dog,
Jewish pup. I love it. But yeah, what's been going on with you?
Well, I had a little bit of a roller coaster of emotions over the last 24 hours.
Okay.
So for the past couple months, I haven't been able to update my computer at all. Like I'll click update, and it says, no, it says we can't do this because we're missing really essential files to run your operating system.
Okay.
And I go, it's probably not good, but it's working all right.
Yeah.
So I call up Microsoft and I get them on my computer, and you can like screen share, and they just use your computer and fix it for you. It was like, okay, let's do this. I forget that guy's name. It's like, but I'm sure it was like outsourced because it was 6 p.m.
Yeah, for sure.
He didn't speak great English, but he definitely knew exactly what he was doing for the most part. And he's like, all right, I'm going to wipe your computer. And I said, why? Why do you need to wipe my computer? He said, it's the only way to like allow this to happen. But I will store your files somewhere else in the meantime. And then we can bring them back in. However, you'll have to reinstall everything. So I said, okay. Yeah, let's do that. And just in case, I got all of my files and I backed them up.
Yeah.
Right before he did it.
Yeah.
And
which is very smart.
Yeah, which I'm really happy I did, because when he wiped my computer, he didn't keep anything. Nope. And then he installed it on the wrong hard drive. Also, it was like my worst. Oh my god! So I turned on the computer. I'm like, not only is this slow, but I have nothing. I went back 10 years. I was like, dude, this is better. But you can upgrade your. I can update my computer now. So I was pissed off. I was like, all right, now I have to go from the beginning, and like I know what I have to do, and it's because I cracked Windows. I never paid for it. I know that's why. So I'm gonna have to end up buying Windows.
Gotcha.
But this morning I turned on my computer, and it's like, you have two options. Do you want to do the first option or the second option? I go, fuck it, I'll click the second option. Mm-hmm. Everything's back where it was. So the only reason I'm talking to you right now is because I still, for whatever reason, have my Focusrite drivers installed, all the programs I use for this. I don't know why.
That's so very strange.
He just fucked up like pretty bad. No, he didn't do what he said he would do in any regard besides fix my problem.
Very strange. I mean, you never really get where you want. Like, sometimes you'll get to your destination, but you don't know how you got there.
I got there the worst way possible.
It was like you blacked out and this guy got you home. Like you had a long night at the bar,
and I woke up with bruises. All over my
all
body.
of a sudden, your computer's fine now. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Well, I'm still back to where I was. I can't update.
No. So you're back at square one?
Yeah, I'm back at square one, and I have a whole bunch of extra files on a hard drive that I don't want them on. And then I had to fill out a survey, and it's like, did he fix your problem? And like, yes, like he fixed the because yes, he did technically fix my problem. However, I'm way worse off because of it.
Yeah, I mean, well, it definitely doesn't help that you just like jailbroke Windows and like that's how you got it. Like that,
I wasn't telling him that.
Definitely doesn't help. And I mean, I don't blame you. Like, I feel like you've always done that though. Like you pirated Adobe. Like you just pirated so many. Like your computer's probably like, man, we are full of misinformation. That's just not paid for.
Dude, he went to like the Windows security thing, and like I saw him go, what? And then he clicked out of it and clicked back in, and there's just nothing. There's nothing in the whole Windows security panel. and he was like clicking around, like pressing refresh, and I could tell he was confused just by the way his mouse was moving on my screen.
Yeah.
And then he went away, and then like he didn't say anything about it. But then once the thing got the like new like terrible software got installed, I went to that section and it was full of stuff. It's like, oh, apparently I don't have any security on my on my actual computer. And when he saw that, he went, "Oh no, this is not good." He's like, "We need to start from scratch." That was the moment he was like, "You can't keep this."
So wait a minute. So you're back to the same spot where you still have no security?
Yep.
That would have been like the ultimate work, like a working of this guy. If like you were able to get everything like reinstalled, as if like, oh, I had it installed. Like you kind of played him a little bit, like, and you just and all of a sudden it was already installed. Like everything you've ever needed, all the security stuff is already installed. Like that would have been amazing.
Wait, what?
Like you said, you had to wipe the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what if he
thought he did?
Yes. But what if he had done that and uploaded all the things that like you didn't have from like pirating Windows, and you just like you had the security like stuff already in there?
Yeah. So it all just worked out. That's what I was hoping would happen.
That's amazing. I
was hoping like, oh yeah, I can keep all of my pirated software and your you know, that is karma though, because I didn't pay.
It is karma for sure.
I didn't pay for the operating system, and I expected them to fix it.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like you have the balls to call this guy and be like, "Hey, can you fix this? I did not pay it for it, but like, just fix it for me."
This service
anyway.
Isn't really for me because I'm not a paying customer, but do it anyway. This is your job.
Yes, please do this now. I would like this done, please.
So anyway, basically, I had to go out and buy a new hard drive, and I'm gonna buy Windows and do it all myself.
Man, it just sucks that stuff costs money,
right?
I hate that. Like at this point, I mean, how much more money does Bill Gates need? He doesn't.
$5, $10 will put him over the amount of money you're allowed to have.
Yeah, it's like do you know Gary Vee?
No,
you don't know Gary Vee?
No, who's Gary Vee?
Gary Vee is this guy on. I mean, he's kind of like, I think he's like a billionaire now. Honestly, I'm not sure how much he's worth, but he's like this influencer that's like almost 50 years old, or is 50 years old, and like he didn't become rich until like he was like 39 or something. Like he like really late in life didn't become rich. He like worked his ass off and finally like made it. But he does this thing where like he'll film himself, he'll go to garage sales and work people to pay less money for their items. And I'm like, what are you doing? And like the videos are so funny because afterward he's always like, they didn't even see it coming. Like I knew I was going to get that teddy bear for $5 when they had it for 10. I was like, Gary, what?
Stop.
Why are you doing this?
You've won already.
Yeah.
You've won.
And he was like, he's the most insane man. Like sometimes he says like really motivational stuff that's like, oh, like I actually needed to hear that. Like that was really cool. And he kind of somehow always says the right thing at the right time. But some of his videos, it's always a little bit like, why'd you say it like that? You know, there's this one thing where he's like, nobody should be homeless. There shouldn't be any homeless people.
Right.
And we were like, what are you talking about, Gary Vee? And he basically said, he was like, Facebook Marketplace exists. And I was like, okay. He's like, so if you go onto Facebook Marketplace, right? And you could, if you just find like a couch on the street that someone's given away, you hop on Facebook Marketplace and you sell that couch. And in my head, I'm thinking, you need Facebook. How are you going to have a Facebook if you're homeless?
You need Facebook. You need a
How
phone.
is that possible? You need a phone. You need yeah. So just
you need a SIM card.
I was like, that argument doesn't work, Gary. Nope. But my favorite thing that he does, and it cracks me up so much. I've been thinking about doing a TikTok, like making fun of him for doing this. But he was talking to this lady once who came up to him and was like asking him for advice. And he just goes, I want you to look in the mirror every morning and tell yourself that your mother is dead.
Oh.
And I want you to feel how sad that feels.
Oh, God.
And then after that, he's like, and I want that to motivate you every morning to like go out Fern, like, dude, like, what
Oh,
the fuck?
no.
It's so
This guy's
bad.
sadistic.
It's so bad. And I'm like, what are you doing, Gary? This is terrible. But yeah, that was probably the funniest I've ever laughed though when I watched that video, because it's like, what? Who says that?
Tell
yourself that your mother has
Imagine the
died. I
worst
want you to feel
sadness.
that pain, and then I want you to go make money. It's like, what? What does that mean?
That's
I don't know.
insane.
I think
That
it's
is an insane.
It's
thing to
honestly
say.
hilarious because it's so fucking crazy. Like, that's why it's so funny to me.
But I don't
But
doubt
he has
that
millions
says
of followers. Like, people love
genuinely
him.
inspirational stuff. Also,
He does, and then he'll
Those
say
peop-
just this outlandish shit.
yeah,
It's crazy.
he's also entertainment though, so I think
He
that's why
is.
people
Yeah,
follow him.
yeah.
But I don't know what it is with those types of people. They're like, there's a few exclusions here, but like
Mhm.
most people who are like, I don't know, people are like visionaries, or they say inspiring stuff, or
Yeah.
they talk about stuff like that. They're very like polarizing. Either people love them or hate them. And it's
Yeah.
because one side of people has seen all the really cool shit they've said,
Mm-hmm.
and the other side of people has only seen the really shitty stuff they've said.
Oh,
But they've said
death
both
of the
things.
Parents things, yeah.
They have said both things,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody's like seen the middle ground.
Yeah.
It's like Jordan Peterson. Do you know him?
I don't think so.
He's kind of like that, where he's said some like bonkers stuff where I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, Jordan, stop.
Yeah.
You've gone too far. He's told millions of people to only go on a meat diet, only eat meat. It'll make you feel better.
Well, terrible advice.
He's like,
The
oh, I
worst.
felt terrible and shitty all the time, and I was depressed. And then I started, eating just beef.
Oh no!
No.
And red meat too.
No,
You want your
Dude.
heart to explode. You're only eating red meat. I'm eating steak
terrible.
3
idea.
meals a day. That's horrible.
But he's also said like a lot of like really like nice stuff, like
Yeah.
I don't know, like other inspiring stuff where I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
you know what? That's a lot of people wouldn't say that, but that's very true.
Yeah, I mean that's why I
you know?
follow Gary Vee, because like sometimes he'll say things that I'm like, oh, I needed to hear that right now. Like I needed someone to tell me like, hey, you're only 23. Like
Yeah.
you have so much time, but like start working now. Like keep grind now so you can like get to a spot you want to be sooner, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh, I needed to hear that. Like that feels really great. But then he's like, think that your mother's dead. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But I don't know.
But I love that that like idea that it's like, oh, you still have a lot of time left. Like
Yeah.
then people like start listing examples of people who didn't start like acting or like doing music until they're like a certain age.
Yeah.
And there's one Max uses, our friend Max. He
Yeah.
always tells me this. He's like, dude, Harrison Ford didn't start acting until like his 40s. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. He's like, yeah, one of his first roles was like Star Wars. Like his first role was Star Wars. I'm like, that's amazing. Like
I don't
in
think
his
that
40s.
Was
that's
that his
so
first
cool.
role?
So I looked it up, and it's bogus. It's totally not true.
I was gonna say,
He'd been acting
no way.
He'd been acting
No
since
way.
his 20s.
Oh my god! The minute you said that in my head, I'm like, no, like that's not true at all. He had
I
other
used it
roles before that. I don't. That's so funny though. I know he was much older in Star Wars than like all the other
Yeah.
actors, but like
Yeah, he's like late 30s, early 40s, I think.
it's
So that he might have been
funny.
confusing that. But I just thought it was so funny. I'm like, oh, that's so inspiring. I looked it up. It
Yeah.
just wasn't true. Like, oh, dude. Still inspiring
Yeah.
if you don't know.
As I mean, that is what keeps me, pushing. It keeps me working is when I like hear stories like that though. Like when I hear people like, all right, they're 30 now and they're just getting their start. Like that makes me feel good. But it also makes me a little nervous. So I'm like, oh, better start now. So that and like the thing is, we've been starting. We've been working for a while, but like we're trying to it's a grind. And it's about like who works the hardest, which is, or in most cases, it's about who works the hardest. But
Dude, I just got a book that I haven't read yet that
Mhm.
says it has nothing to do, not nothing, but it has a lot less to do with how hard you work than you think.
Did you just read the back cover?
Yes.
That's all you need to do.
Well, it's like it's like by a really good author. Like he's really awesome in studies, but it's like,
Mhm.
have you heard of Outliers? Malcolm Gladwell?
I've heard of Malcolm Gladwell.
So it's him.
Okay.
And the book is like, do you know like what's that? The bell curve thing?
The bell curve?
Yeah.
With the
You know about it?
bell curve thing, isn't it just the bell curve?
Yeah, it's just the bell curve, Aaron. I didn't know.
I don't. What are you asking me then?
What I'm saying is like the outliers are people who are like way on the extremes of
Yes. Yeah.
what normal people are.
Mhm.
So it's about those people who are in the extremes and made it. What did the statistics of their lives look like when you put them all together?
Okay.
And it's like crazy things that you don't think of. So it's like hard work is the minimum for doing that type of shit. And then you also need an insane amount of luck on top of it, which I
Yeah.
think we all know.
Yeah, you
But
need a lot of luck. And everyone knows
I'm
that
worried
you
the
need a lot
amount
of
of
luck.
luck.
Like you could
is
work
more
your
than a
ass off
lot.
your entire life and get nowhere. That's just true.
Yeah.
That's just true. You need some luck in there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really like those self-help books. You know, like the books that are like, oh, this is a thing that you should be doing to further your career. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
you're probably right, but why would I waste my time reading about that when I could just be doing stuff to further my career? You know, that's how I feel about it. But that's just
I
me.
think like 90% of the time you're right, but there's a
Mhm.
10% of the time where you just don't know maybe you're doing the wrong things.
True.
You know
That's
what
true.
I mean?
Yeah.
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 But you don't need a whole fucking book to tell you that.
True. Yeah.
Just
books.
do like a 10-minute Google
read,
search.
read the cover. Just read
Yeah.
the cover. Go to Google. A bunch of different ways to get it in your head quicker, the information. I have a would you rather that I came up with today.
Yeah. Let's
And I think it's pretty good. Would you rather be hunted one day a year? And now when you're hunted that one day a year, you don't know when that day is, but like,
oh, you don't know what day it is?
You don't know what day it is. January 1st, it hits, clock resets. You have one day between January 1st and December 31st that you are hunted for a 24-hour period.
Shit.
Now, they could
By a person?
They could get you. They could kill you. But there's also a possibility that they don't. Because so you'd be paranoid all the time. Or would you rather always and forever poop standing up? You can't squat. You are standing up. You have to poop.
Does it come out?
The poop? Yes.
It just smears down my leg and my butt.
Yeah, you have to stand up and poop.
Yeah, I would do that.
You would do that?
Dude, the if you're getting hunted, that would ruin my life. 100%.
But it's just one day. It's just one day.
Yeah, but you don't know what day it is. That means it's every day.
Yeah, but it's just one day.
No, it isn't.
I would probably.
Is this a hard decision for you?
Yes. I would probably honestly choose the poop, but I'm just thinking like I could handle the other one. Because like
you think.
I think I probably wouldn't be able to. But this is why I think that. Because, well, now that I'm thinking about it, if it happened in like February, right? If I was hunted in February, I survive, and then I get like 10 months
the whole
just
year.
hanging out. You know, that's not bad. But what if it's December 30th and I'm paranoid for 364 days? That's a lot.
Or what if he just doesn't hunt you?
Oh.
But you know he could.
I don't think that. No, I think like you are hunted.
Definitely happens.
Oh, I guess I didn't think about that though. Are you hunted by one specific person or is everybody out to get you?
Right. It could
that would be easier, honestly.
If it was one person.
No, if it was multiple people. Because you'd be able to figure it out quicker.
What?
You'd be able to figure it out
on
quicker if everyone was after you on that day.
Oh, everybody in the world.
Yeah.
See, I would prefer it if it was one specific person. Because
I would definitely prefer that. Yeah, yeah.
I would keep track of that person. And
no, but you don't know who it is. Like, what if you never see their face? Well, yeah, you could find out. This would be a good movie, honestly, a good pitch.
This would be a good movie. Yeah.
Like once a year, you are hunted.
What if we called it The Purge?
Yeah, no, that's different. This is different. This is very different. Laws still exist, and you are hunted by one man.
Wait, laws exist?
Yeah, the laws exist in this
So they're not allowed to be doing it.
I mean, technically, no. But it's still happening. What are you going to do? Hire a security detail to be around you 24/7 for the entire year? We don't make that much money.
I'd earn it. I'd spend my whole life trying to earn that money. Or I'd get FBI relocated. What is that? The witness protection program?
Yeah. I don't know why. Of course I'm thinking about like the not fun parts of it right now. But think about the awesome parts of it. Like think about the parts where like if he's hunting you, right? And say you're in an office, like say I was in an office building and someone like burst through the door. I'm like, all right, it's go time. And what if I'm fighting him? Like, that'd be awesome. That's like an action movie thing. I would love that.
Aaron.
And if I'm taken out, oh well.
Oh well.
They're gonna make a movie about my life. That's gonna be awesome. They're gonna say this man was hunted once a year. Like it would be great. I don't know.
You are being incredibly optimistic about this.
I don't know.
Why are you assuming
I don't want to shit standing up. I don't want. I'm trying everything to avoid shitting standing up. I just don't want to.
I would shit standing up on live television every day.
Really?
Instead of having that.
I don't know. I just think
instead of being hunted.
Being hunted would be so bad, but just like I think it would be awesome at the same time. If it would be so much better also if like it would be better if you knew the day.
If you knew the day, it would be a lot better.
If I knew the day, for sure taking that one. Being hunted, you know the day, I'm taking that one for sure.
It's too easy to kill a person.
Not if you know the day. Have you seen Home Alone?
Home Alone is one of my favorite movies.
If I knew the day,
I've seen Home Alone.
You know they're coming. Home Alone the shit out your house. They are not getting to you.
No, they aren't. Not if you put Hot Wheels in front of your front door. They are not going to get you.
Nope, they're going to step on that. Ouchie. They are a human being, because I don't think they're sending a robot.
Wait, can you kill them?
Oh, I maybe.
Or
I
if
don't
you
see
kill
why
them,
not.
a new person
maybe a new person comes.
You.
I'd rather like harm them, have them escape, and if I get a look at their face, like to know who it is.
Here's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
Is I would set up an elaborate trap for them, Home Alone style,
mm-hmm.
and then I'd let a cage fall on them.
Oh.
And I'd keep them trapped in my house, and I'd feed them sardines.
Only sardines. That's brilliant.
Sardines
I'm gonna
and
sneeze.
peanut,
by the way, it's
and
gonna happen.
marshmallow fluff. Okay. Bless you.
Thank you. Marshmallow fluff and sardines, and that's it.
That would be their
no
diet.
other meal.
It's just enough to get by.
I don't know. I really do feel like I would choose the getting hunted. What a thrill. What a thrill of a life.
Aaron, that is definitely the funnier answer, I think.
Yeah.
I cannot
think about pooping standing
see
up, Lucas.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
What happens when you have Taco Bell?
Worst. I poop standing up. What?
And you poop standing up with Taco Bell, and it is a nightmare. Okay? It's like Hurricane Ida out of your ass. That thing is it's
Hurricane I'd rather be hunted right now.
Correct. I'd rather be hunted. And you know what'd be ironic? You get killed while you're taking a shit.
Oh God. That'd be the perfect ending to the movie.
It would be. I think that's pretty good actually. Yeah. At least you're on the toilet. They don't have to clean that up because you poop yourself when you die.
Oh yeah. Like Elvis.
Yeah, exactly like Elvis. So I mean that works out well. But yeah, I thought that was a funny would you rather. Do you think those things are equal enough?
No.
Do you think I should add a money thing?
To you, I think they are. I don't know. Maybe I want to know what other people think. To me, it's like, oh, I'd much rather have to poop standing up.
Like no matter what, you have to poop standing up.
Yeah, it'd be an inconvenience.
Lucas,
suck.
You and your IBS?
Aaron, yeah, no.
Pooping
already sucks. Being hunted would ruin my life.
I don't know.
This wouldn't ruin it. It would just make it worse.
I just think the idea of being hunted is so fucking crazy and awesome
You think
and
it's
funny.
cool.
It's
You
so
think it's
cool.
really cool. You
It's
think you'd
so
be a
cool.
badass if you got hunted.
Yes.
Why do you think like you're getting hunted for
What
a
if I
reason?
became
Like because like
the
they
hunt?
think you're cool?
What if I became the hunter?
Wow.
What
Why
if
would you
I
be
hunt the hunt? I feel like this would just make me become a serial killer. I would
Who
think
are you
I would
killing?
think I would think everyone is trying to kill me, and then I would end up killing them.
I'd quit the pod.
Well, I'd hope so.
You'd kill me.
I'd
You'd
hope
kill
so.
me.
I wouldn't kill you unless you were here. So we could still do the pod from a distance.
Like how casual that was. No, dude, I wouldn't kill you unless you were here. That's
Let's like call the drone strike on your house.
well, don't be crazy, dude. You're not even here. You're not in front of me. I can't kill you.
I can't kill you right now.
You're being ridiculous.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was a good. I guess I'll have to rework the "Would you rather," but I thought
I
that
would
was good.
I would get a second opinion on that, or third or fourth. I think
I honestly
think
didn't.
pooping standing up isn't bad enough.
Okay. Think of a different thing that's just as bad.
Yeah, I think it would have to be like you can only drink river water.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. What
know.
river?
Hopefully, it's not the Ganges.
Hopefully, it's not the Hudson.
You would die.
You would
the
die.
next
You would
day.
literally die.
I would say it's like your average river.
Or how about this? It has to be something annoying enough as well. What if you have to every time you need to have water, you have to boil water. You have to boil salt water and get the salt out of it and then let it cool and then drink the water.
Oh my god! And you have to like get all the evaporated stuff.
Yeah. Would that
See, that's
be
still better. That is still better than the fear of dying being
One
constantly
day.
on my mind.
one day?
I feel like you think that you can prevent the person from killing you.
I think I can.
Aaron, I know for a fact
Yeah.
that if I had a year to prepare to
Mhm.
kill you,
Mhm.
I would do it and you would have no idea it happened.
That's true.
You'd be dead right now. I would have. Aaron, how quickly did I surprise you with that pizza?
Oh, it was very quick.
You didn't even know it was happening.
You could, yes. Listen, I'm not saying that I wouldn't be killed, but I'm saying it would be fucking awesome.
It would be fucking awesome.
It would be fucking awesome.
It would be really cool. It
I'm
would
just saying,
be.
I could live on the run. It would be great. Travel,
Aaron,
travel the
what did-
world.
What mood are you in right now?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm talking to 8th grade Aaron.
You are for sure. This is an 8th grade thought for sure. Like, what if I was
Yeah.
haunted? It was because I was like I've been watching action movies, so I'm like thinking about all that stuff, like being hunted or whatever. But like, I don't know.
Which Expendables movie were you watching? By the way, Aaron has all 3 Expendables.
I do have
on
all
DVD.
3 Expendable movies on DVD. I don't want to talk about it. All right, I guess moving on then. That was a long-winded way of saying
That was
Lucas would rather poop standing up.
yeah. Put that in the title for me, huh?
Yeah.
Lucas wants to poop standing.
Lucas
up.
wants to
Make
poop
that the
standing up. I will. Okay, so let's move into our segment because
Okay.
we're getting like to the halfway point here. So
Yeah.
we're gonna be doing Build the Boy Band. However, this
So,
time, Lucas, you want to introduce this one since it was your idea?
This is Build a Sitcom. A boy band sitcom. So this is specifically a sitcom of men,
Mm-hmm.
I believe, right?
Yes.
We did that because I feel like we should do one specifically for women as
I
well.
agree. I agree.
We came to that conclusion,
Mhm.
which sucks because now I have to use a substitute for one or two of my characters, really.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited to do the woman one because I think
Yeah.
I think women get underappreciated and often stereotyped a lot in sitcoms.
Correct.
So it'd be
I
good to
agree.
give them an equal opportunity in our world of boy band stuff. All right, so pretty much what you want to do is you want to pick your 5 characters from any
Mhm.
sitcom,
Yes.
right?
And these are the characters, not the actors. These are
not
the characters.
The characters. Like the example I gave to I'm gonna stop the accent. The example I gave to Aaron was if Joey from Friends hung out with I don't know, the boy from Boy Meets World.
Yeah. Yes.
Like if they were just in the same show together.
Yes.
Aaron has a title for his, I think. I don't have a title.
I do.
Mine.
But I did tell Lucas that if it doesn't work, like if I don't get, because we can't have repeats, just like all of our other boy bands, we can't have the same people on both sides. So if I don't get my 5, the title will not work.
I'm excited. I think we're gonna avoid each other on this.
I do think so too. I think we're going in completely different directions.
There's one character I think we both want to pick.
And I have first pick, so I'm probably
I think you're gonna pick that person first, but they're not one of my first picks. So
okay. So I do have first pick though.
Aaron has first pick
because last time during our chicken sandwich one, Lucas had first pick.
Popeyes. I had Popeyes today, by the way. It was wonderful.
Was it good? I had Popeyes really for the first time when we were here at the mall. Didn't like it because I don't think it was fresh. So I gotta go back, order it myself, like at an actual Popeyes. I gotta go back and do that.
That's the way to go.
All right.
First pick.
First pick. Build a sitcom boy band. I'm picking my favorite character of all time. The man that makes me laugh no matter what episode I'm watching. Just absolutely. I feel like he is a part of me almost. I am picking Schmidt from New Girl.
See, that's the one. That's exactly the character. I'm like,
Schmidt from New Girl.
I put Schmidt down, but I knew you would get to Schmidt before I got to Schmidt.
Yes, I had to take him number 1. Had to take him number 1.
He's so good. You embody Schmidt a lot, I think.
Most of the time, yes. Mainly in my OCD ways. And sometimes when I yell and when I get like upset, I get mad in a very Schmidt way.
You say it like Schmidt, where you're like, everything has to be particular.
Yeah.
Just like this.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah. All right, you're up.
That's good. What does he have a role, or is it?
I'm gonna go over roles when I have everyone.
Okay, when we get everybody together. Okay, I'm going by role. So
okay, I like that. I like that.
I'm gonna start with my funny / lovable best friend.
Gotcha.
Which isn't in every sitcom. However, this is how I've formatted my sitcom.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with my favorite character from any sitcom, and that's gonna be George from Seinfeld.
Not even close on my list. Not even near my list. Like not on the page or in my mind at all. Was he ever on there? So
just a little reminder, Aaron had Seinfeld ruined for him.
Correct.
By his parents because they watched it always.
Still to this day.
Which is too bad.
It's so I refuse to watch it. But so George, you're taking George from Seinfeld. Okay.
Yes, I am.
And he's like, did you say he's the best friend?
The funny / like lovable. So it's like a don't do that type of best friend.
Yes.
Where you don't want them to be your like favorite character. Like you're not rooting for them, but you're like, you know what? He's part of the group, so I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I don't know the right way to put it.
Yes.
It's okay if he fucks up because you're not supposed to be. He's not supposed to be your favorite character. You're not supposed to really root for him.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
He's like the anti-hero.
Yeah.
Go with your main character.
I like that a lot, actually. All right, and my number 2 pick.
A bit more kombucha to my. I'm drinking
to the mug
right now. Yeah.
Buy the mug in our store. My number 2 pick, and this was tough just on ranking wise. But I'm gonna go with Barney Stinson.
Wow, you went for it.
Barney Stinson. Yep.
Dude, he's tough. I think he's amazing, but he's out there, man.
He's out there. For sure.
I'm excited to see your other picks because he works with Schmidt, but I want to see who else he's working with.
You're gonna by the time when I pick my 3rd pick, I feel like you're gonna catch on to what I'm doing. But I do know that Barney specifically, like just in terms of his character, he's just so funny and ridiculous. And I feel like that kind of character is who I always gravitate towards. I'm like, I love that character because he's just fucking crazy.
Oh, Aaron. You
Yeah.
just gave it all away.
I might have.
I
given it
know
all away.
one of my picks
Mhm.
that I have, I might just steal from under your feet if I get to it.
If you steal one and I know, if you say the name, it's going to decide whether or not you know what I'm doing.
Can I say, I won't pick him, but can I say it?
What you think I'm doing?
Yeah.
No, you can't say what no, because I'm going to wait till the end.
Can I say a character? I won't pick him. I'm going to say a character that I think
Well,
is
no,
on
because
your
what if
list.
I pick him?
No. What?
Don't say a character out loud that I might pick.
Well, I won't pick him. I'm just saying, like, I think you're going to pick this character.
Well, no, I don't want that.
Can I write it down and then put it up when you say it?
My next
You know
one?
what I mean?
Well, when I say it, you can put it up. If I say it.
Right. When you say it.
Because you know I'm going to say it.
I know you're going to say it. I don't know exactly how to spell it. By the way, these are all of my medical papers my mom gave them to me.
You have a lot of problems, so I'm glad she got you those papers.
Yeah, I've had 6 arm transplants.
I'm on my 7th arm. I pleasure myself too much. I'm on my 7th arm.
I'm like a wolf. I don't bite off my arm. I jerk it off, man.
Oh, my Lord. All right, go number 2.
My turn?
Yeah.
My turn? All right, I'm going to go for my main character.
Okay.
And I think this is an underrated sitcom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with JD from Scrubs.
Oh.
You watch Scrubs?
I watched the first season and hated it. So I didn't watch the rest of it.
Wow. Imagine the first season of a sitcom not hitting the right way.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine that for any sitcom.
I know. It's nuts, but that just doesn't happen unless it was with Scrubs and Seinfeld. So.
By the way, everybody, if you watch one season of a sitcom and think you don't like it, you don't understand it.
Correct.
I'm just going to say that. I've thought that for every single sitcom I've ever seen.
But at the time when I was watching Scrubs, I got to the end of the first season and I was like, God damn, like I just can't do the rest of this. Like it wasn't, I didn't vibe with
9
it.
seasons.
Like, and I'm usually someone who doesn't really care if like it's super long, if I'm into it, but I have to be at least into it after the first season.
See, I'm surprised. I think you would like Scrubs. I do.
I don't know.
It's like kind of
maybe I'll try it again someday.
Yeah.
But JD.
Anyway, so JD from Scrubs, he's the main character. He's what's that guy's name? What's the actor's name?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. He did a movie. He wrote it.
He did a movie. He just did a movie.
He did a movie. So I'm a big fan of him. He's very funny and lovable as well. So
okay.
Go ahead, Aaron. I relinquish to you.
I feel like you already know what I'm gonna say, and I'm a little nervous because
I don't know if it's gonna be this pick. I think it might be a later on pick. But go ahead.
My number 3 pick. You definitely. I'm gonna switch it up just because I know specifically I don't want you to show it. My number 3 pick. The Fonz.
The Fonz.
Arthur Fonz.
Wow.
Number 3 pick.
Okay, that's a great pick. The Fonz is a good pick.
Thank you.
He crossed my mind, but
I was going through different sitcoms, and I was like, man, I'm only thinking modern. I'm not thinking of old sitcoms, and I love Happy Days. So
I've never seen Happy Days, actually.
It's very good. It's a very like feel good show. It brings like I watched it a lot growing up, so it like makes me feel like it brings me back to that.
That's cool. You like Taxi too, don't you?
Taxi's great. Yeah,
I think you mentioned that to me.
You should watch Taxi too.
Week.
That one's.
I've never seen it. Danny DeVito, right?
Danny DeVito. Yeah. All right, you're up. Number 3.
Okay, number 3. I am going to move on to my wacky friend.
Oh, nice.
So I think every sitcom has to have the wacky friend.
Yes.
And this is difficult for me because I don't think that he would really vibe with either. I don't think the pick I want to pick would vibe with either of them. But he's just also such a good character. and I have a bunch here to pick from, but I think I'm gonna go with. No, okay. I'm gonna tell you.
Your dilemma is how I felt between the getting hunted and shitting.
That's insane to me. That is
Just
I
saying.
don't.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna go with Frank from It's Always Sunny.
Okay.
He's my wacky friend.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. Yep. Because I think I'm gonna have to pull the other guy out from. Because you're gonna pick him. He's the one I wrote down.
Yep. I think you will. And I'm gonna take him right now.
Yeah, you doing it now?
I'm taking Dennis.
Dennis. That's not who I wrote down.
Really?
Dennis from It's Always Sunny.
Dennis from It's Always Sunny is my fourth pick.
Yeah, you love Dennis.
I do love Dennis. He's like I said, he is outrageous. But like in such an evil way. Like he is the like villain to the show. He is so incredibly evil. Like everyone in It's Always Sunny is moronic. They're all dumb. And they like that's the whole point, is that they're all very stupid. But like they're all the different kind of stupid. He's the stupid where it's like he's so evil and like conniving, and that the stuff but like the way he goes about it is dumb. Like the way he like he shows his like evil abilities is so so stupid. Like so that's very funny.
Such a unique set of characters.
But here's the thing: I almost went his character from AP Bio over.
Really?
Over Dennis.
His character's that good.
They're very similar characters, but
okay.
It's a very good character, and I was going to choose him. But
okay, I think that you aren't going to pick this character, and I think that it's a mistake for you to not pick the character I wrote down.
Okay.
Now I think.
Are you going to take him right now?
No. He's my last pick. So.
He's your last pick. Okay.
Yep. How many have you done? Is that 3?
I've done 4.
That was your 4th pick.
I have Schmidt, Barney, the Fonz, and Dennis.
The Fonz would hate.
Correct.
All of those characters.
Correct.
Which I love. I think that would work. I think that would work really well. Okay. So now I'm going for my reasonable / more feminine character.
Okay.
Because a lot of times that the reasonable character is relegated to the person who's a little bit more feminine than the rest of the gang. And Schmidt was my pick. That's where you stole Schmidt from me.
I did steal Schmidt, yeah.
But instead, I'm going to go with David Rose from Schitt's Creek.
Oh! I'm very upset. I kind of wanted him. That's a great pick.
Did you think of him?
Yeah, he was on my list. He was an alternate, yeah.
David Rose. He was my Schmidt alternate. He's good. He's such a good character. He's so good. And he's got enough of the redeeming quality where you kind of like want to like him.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm thinking right now, I might honestly, I might change one of them out.
Really? Is that allowed?
Specifically because, well, no, not one of my already 4. Like my last pick here.
Okay. Oh, wait, no, yeah, you are allowed to switch them out. I did that once.
You did. You did do that one time.
I did do that.
But David Rose is a great pick.
Thank you.
I think that is. You know what's crazy though? Now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't even think about like adults, like parents from sitcoms or like anything like. I didn't think of any like Disney Channel sitcoms or anything like that. Like
I did.
It's just
actually
really. I didn't think of
and I didn't
any
pick
of
any of them. Yeah, well, parents usually suck. You know which sitcom I did miss, which that wouldn't work anyway was Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh,
that's a really good one.
That is a good one. Yeah,
it's so off the cusp, like different than any of the rest of them. I don't think it would work.
True,
but I'm gonna be pulling from kids sitcoms for my female one. I already have one ready.
Nice, I like that.
So who's your last pick?
I don't know if I should go with this one or not because they're not necessarily someone that I enjoy because they're from a TV show that I think is overrated. Or not overrated, but didn't age well. Like it's a cultural. People love this show. Cultural phenomenon.
Must be
But
Friends.
in my opinion, I didn't like it. At this point, I liked it when I first watched it. After watching it again, I was like, I don't really like it.
Yeah, if it is Friends is super overrated. However, I did like it. It was like I really liked the first half, and the second half was okay.
Yeah, I gotta go Joey.
Okay.
I gotta
Really?
Go Joey
So you
from
did
Friends.
pick Joey?
Yeah, I gotta go Joey from Friends. I was thinking about going Michael Scott, but it just wouldn't work with what I want to do with this. And so those are my 5. I'll tell you about it after you get your pick in.
Okay. Joey is a good character, but you're right. Yeah. Later on, they kind of fuck him up. I think.
Yeah, he gets messed up a little bit, but
but he is good. All right. So this is my last pick, which is like your once in a while coming on and hanging out, and just comes in to shake things up. They aren't part of the main group. They're not even the wacky friend.
They're not like the Kramer.
They're not the Kramer. The Kramer was the wacky friend. Like gotcha. Frank from It's Always Sunny was my Kramer.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is like your, if you're thinking Seinfeld, who's the post office guy, the mailman?
I don't know the mailman.
You don't know the mailman?
No.
Okay. Well, it's like that.
Are you talking about Newman?
Newman. I'm talking about Newman.
Is he a mailman?
Yeah.
He's a mailman. I didn't know that.
That's crazy. And this is the character I wrote down, by the way. So I'm going to go with him because I think you should have picked him.
Okay.
I think he would have been a good addition.
Go ahead.
I'm going with, can you read that? Jean-Ralphio.
Oh, Jean-Ralphio! Fuck! Oh, you're so right.
Right?
You are so right. I should have chosen Jean-Ralphio.
He would have been a great pick for your cast, I think.
Lucas, you know what's crazy? I didn't think about Parks and Rec at all.
What?
Parks and Rec didn't even come to mind.
That's crazy. It's so good. It's so good.
I mean, like, I would have gone a completely different direction. I would have honestly chosen maybe 4 people from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
I don't know. How did I not think of
a lot of my subs are Parks and Rec?
I think it's because I thought Schmidt and I ran with the idea that I had.
Right. Which works, by the way, I think. Yeah. I think it means. But I think Jean-Ralphio would have been a great addition to your little cast.
Great pick. Jean-Ralphio.
Oh, he was my favorite.
Damn, that's so good. He's so funny. I love Ben Schwartz. He's just fucking hilarious.
And if anybody here who is listening hasn't seen Middleditch and Schwartz, it is improvised long-form comedy, and if you can keep up with it, which I had a really hard time with my first time, it's really, really funny.
It's fucking hilarious. It might be one of the greatest like comedy specials I've ever seen. Like it's so
honestly, I would
well
put it
done.
up there.
Yeah, then they're unbelievably clever. The way that they're able to put this together, it's nuts.
Middleditch and Schwartz.
Yes, but let me tell you about this show that I made. I want you to tell me if you can find something similar between the 5 people that I list. Schmidt. Barney Stinson. The Fonz. Dennis. Joey.
They're all extremely sexual.
Yes.
Is that it?
So this is the whole point of the show. They're all fuckboys.
They're all fuckboys.
And it is 5 guys competing for women in New York, in a city somewhere.
Oh, that's a great idea.
They all live on the same floor, but they don't share an apartment. Like they all live on the same floor and they have their own apartments, and they're constantly like trying to like beat each other out or like trying to get the same girl. There's constantly a conflict, but they're all so different in the way that they would approach getting a woman. Yeah. So like it's all different. And the show would be called so fuck men. Not fuck boys or like fuck men. Fuck men. Like we hate men. Like men suck. And that's what it would be about. These 5 guys.
It's like fuck men. Like we don't like men. It's like that.
Yeah, like fuck men. And
that is clever too.
It's 5 guys that you love to hate because in this specific show, they're just trying to sleep with girls.
Yeah, they're all like,
and they're competing
dicks.
with each other, which is the biggest douchebag thing in the world.
Oh,
so like,
that's so smart.
That's the idea of the show, is they're all trying to like sleep with different girls.
Wow, Aaron. See, that's the thing. I feel like your lists, when you explain them, have so much more meaning than like what you just like maybe would look at. You're like, why would he pick those 5? And then you like explain it, and I'm like, oh, that's so smart. That is so smart.
Thank you. I do think, like, when we have time, like last time when we did the chicken, I didn't even think about it. Like, I should have thought more about it. But now, I mean, with this, I did think through it. I'm sad I don't know who I would have added from Parks and Rec, because none of them are really fuckboys in that. But these 5, I feel like, are like classic fuckboys, like Joey and Schmidt and Barney, like classic sitcom fuckboys. And so I
that's
feel
like their whole character is that they are fuckboys.
Yeah. For like at least the first few seasons for Schmidt and Joey. Like Barney the entire time until he he struggles with that. But I think that's a good idea for a show. Like in the Fonz is the cool one, and he's like, like he's like the leader too. Like everyone knows he's the best. And
he doesn't even have to try. Yeah.
He just snaps his fingers and the girl's right on his hip. So like, I don't know. I think that's a pretty good.
That's a great idea. If you make an Instagram post about what our picks are, you have to put that in the caption. You need to explain it.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do like a video of me explaining it next to it, because like I need to explain it, or else people are going to be like, why did he choose 5 white dudes who are pieces of shit? Like, why did he do that? I mean, they're not pieces of shit, but they're just like, they're womanizers. And like, the whole point is there are points in all of their shows, maybe not the Fonz, but all the other shows, where you hate them. There's a moment where you're like, this guy. And so,
well, Fonz is the original. That's where the term "jump the shark" comes from.
Yeah, you're right.
He literally jumped a shark.
He literally did it. Yeah.
So maybe they hated. Did people hate him after that? Maybe.
No one hated him after. That's the thing. I don't feel like anyone ever hated the Fonz. He was just the coolest dude. Always. So, yeah. But I do like yours. I like the way you thought out your list too. Like, you gave everyone a role. Your show would work. Like your show would really work. Mine would be tough to get past like a season. Yeah,
you'd really need to expand after like season 2. Yeah, you'd need some sort of story, some bigger thing. You'd need some female characters.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I like it though. I think we did good this.
I think it was a good round.
I think we did really good.
Let us know in the comments what you think. Roast me. I'm sure that you will. I do think David Rose would have been a good addition, though. He would have been a really good addition.
You think?
Yeah.
You think he's a fuckboy?
No. I think that he's not a fuckboy. So I think
he could judge all of them.
He'd be the friend that judges all of them and is like constantly like, what the fuck you doing? Like, why are you doing this? Like, he's the voice of like reason, but sassy reason.
Yeah,
because his character is super sassy.
You just ground.
And I feel like the only way to get through to all like, if I was to get rid of one of them, to get through the other 4 would to just be like blunt and like straight up to him, like very sassy, and they'd be like, what do you mean? And like they'd get very defensive about it. Like that's just their characters. But yeah, let us know. So Lucas's, just to recap,
that would work.
George from Seinfeld, JD from Scrubs, Frank from Sunny, David Rose from Schitt's Creek, Jean-Ralphio from Parks and Rec.
Yep.
Fantastic. Amazing. All right, so that's all that we got for today. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on all social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and also buy shirts. Buy the mug that Lucas uses. Buy that stuff at our store. It's a link in our bio. Make sure you check it out.
Mug.
It's a great mug. It's a great mug. Yeah, thank you guys for listening, and we will see you next week.